And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of DC's Creature Commandos, episode 3. Now, Creature Commandos, for those who do not know, this is the brand new DC universe run by James Gunn and Peter Safran. This is the brand new universe. This is basically the setup before the official start of the DCU in James Gunn's Superman coming up next year. And so this is basically the taste of what the world is going to look like in DC. So Creature Commandos is basically setting up task force M for monsters. And Amanda Waller, she sends out these monsters with Colonel Rick Flag Sr. because his son Rick Flag Jr. is dead from the Suicide Squad. It's canon, minus minus certain little things here and there, and same thing with Peacemaker, also canon, minus the Justice League silhouette from the DCEU. That stuff is dead, does not exist, but everything else exists. So I assume Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn exists in this universe, maybe a little tweak here and there for her, but we'll see. So anyway, in this show, the Creature Commandos have a mission. They got to go to this country to protect this royal princess who's apparently the natives are deciding that they're going to team up with this Themyscirian. That's right, Themyscira. Kind of like a Scarlet Witch where she has magic powers. She's an Amazon warrior, but she also has magic powers, kind of like Scarlet Witch in the MCU. And they're going to go hostile takeover of this country and, try to kill the princess and all this and that. And Colonel Flag Sr. and his team of Weasel, G.I. Robot, the Bride of Frankenstein, a Fish Woman, and there's one more, and Weasel. I forgot about Weasel. They all have to go and protect the princess and protect her kingdom. Sounds simple. Well, not exactly. Last week's episode, we got to see the introduction of the team, and then we got to see the Bride fight this Themyscirian Amazonian Scarlet Witch character. Great fight. We also got to see Colonel Flag fight one of his teammates who's a doctor, but he has like the power of light, but he also looks like Blight from Batman Beyond cartoon. Anybody remember that show? So they had their fight, they made up, they went to go try to help out the team. And now in this episode we get a couple of flashbacks of G.I. Robot's backstory. He was a robot built for World War II to take out Nazis, help out the Alliance, and take out the Nazis. And his whole programming is literally kill Nazis, kill Nazis, kill Nazis. So whenever the colonel says, hey, kill them, they're Nazis, he will do that because he'll think they're Nazis. That's what his program is. And then we get to see him do all his things in World War II. Obviously, the war over, what happens to him before. How did he end up in Amanda Waller's hands? He basically kind of got, I guess, passed around for generations. And he ended up in the hands of a scientist who wanted to know his programming and try to make his robot technology and make it more better. Which also gave us a glimpse of the future of what we're going to be seeing in the new DC, which is Amazo. If you don't know who Amazo is basically this robot in the DC world who can copy any hero's powers. So yeah, if you've seen Justice League Unlimited, you know who I'm talking about. So we got to see that. That was pretty cool. So that was a kind of a cool little Easter egg of the scientist creating what he can use from what he learned from what GI's technology has given him to be able to make the future robot in the future. So that's pretty cool. I thought that stuff worked. Seeing GI just deal with all this stuff. Not really understanding that, oh yeah, your teammates are old or passed away at this point because the war's over. He ends up in, I guess, a pawn shop where some guy buys him because he's like a World War II buff. He has like a whole bunch of collections, so he buys him. And then he takes him home, reprograms him, and then he's like, hey man, you and I can go on a mission together. And GI's gonna be like, oh yeah, I get to comply because I get to kill Nazis. And the guy lives alone, has cats. You as soon as you watch it, you're thinking, okay, is this guy shady or is this guy shady or weird? The guy ends up taking G.I. Robot. I'm not joking. This is the funniest part of the whole episode. He takes him to a meeting, which is like, okay, he's probably one of those rebel hippie guys, stop polluting our oceans kind of a person. And maybe they want to go blow up a factory or something. Nope. As soon as they walk into this meeting, you see these people's tattoos. It's the Nazi symbol. And then G.I. Robot, I'm telling you this, can't make this up. James Gunn is so smart for this. G.I.'s expression was just like, yep, gotta comply. This just wipes them all out in a heartbeat. It is the most funniest thing I've ever saw in a thing. First of all, destroy Nazis in any kind of form, shape or form. Yes, please. I can give me that all day. I can watch that. That was so cool. And then, of course, it goes back to modern day where we see the team have to go back to the castle after rescuing the bride after she got her butt whooped. And, of course, the fish lady, because her fishbowl got broken and she needs water to survive. The team goes, picks them up. They find out that the castle's been attacked. The princess has been captured. And they got to go save her from, the Scarlet Witch Amazonian lady. And then we get to see a cool moment where Weasel takes her out and starts scratching and biting her. And then the doctor with the flaming powers kinds of burns her face, which is crazy. She had a beautiful face, and then they burn her face. And you just see the carnage of that. It was like beautiful. And then it ends with her going, oh yeah, you just screwed up the whole world. And the team is just like baffled and confused, and it just ends there. So it begs the question, is this lady, this Amazonian, was she trying to save the country? Because this princess, who, by the way, in last week's episode, Colonel Flag slept with, is she a psychopath? And she just hiding behind her beautiful charm? And is she the terrorist the whole time? And the team got it wrong? Or did Amanda Waller know? That's the question. Because, Amanda Waller always kind of screws up the team, making them think one thing and ends up being a totally different thing. So there's that. So who knows? Good episode. I'm really enjoying this show. The violence, the carnage in this show is just very good. It just really sets up what the groundwork could be moving forward for DC. Plus, I can't wait to see this stuff on live action. I'm telling you, we're going to get some good R-rated stuff when it matters most. Obviously, some are going to be PG-13 movies, obviously. But when we get the rated R stuff, it's going to deliver. And I cannot wait to see that. Yeah, I think the G.I. character, he's a cool character. I really like the fact that he's literally programmed to kill Nazis. Even if he's on your team and you tell him, hey, kill the target, he's a Nazi, just say that, and he will literally program to listen and obey all commands. So I thought that stuff really was cool. Overall, good episode. I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of funny moments in here as well. Just the fact that the princess could be an evil dictator in disguise of just being a pretty girl is funny enough on itself. And yeah, and yet, what's funny? The fact that we haven't seen Frankenstein yet, I just cannot wait to see him because David Harbour plays him. And I can't wait to see him showing up and being part of this team. And yeah, and Weasel's the best. So yeah, there's that. So good episode. I'm excited to see more. Question is now for you guys. Did you guys watch this? You guys excited for the new DC? Not excited? Gonna wait for Superman and check it out, see how you like it? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.